Switzerland, a land of diversity, peace, and natural beauty. Switzerland is a small, landlocked country nestled in the heart of Europe, renowned for its picturesque landscapes, political neutrality, and rich cultural heritage. Despite its size, it holds a unique place in the world due to its impressive political structure, stunning natural beauty, and global significance in areas such as finance, diplomacy, and tourism. Geography and natural beauty. Switzerland is situated in the central part of Europe, bordered by France to the west, Germany to the north, Austria and Liechtenstein to the east, and Italy to the south. With an area of approximately 41,290 square kilometers, Switzerland may be small compared to many countries, but it is packed with diverse landscapes, ranging from the towering Alps to serene lakes and rolling hills. The Swiss Alps, a central feature of the country's geography, are one of Switzerland's defining characteristics. These majestic mountains, which cover about 60% of the country's total area, provide not only breathtaking views but also attract millions of tourists annually who come for skiing, hiking, and mountaineering. Some of the most famous peaks in the Alps include the Matterhorn, the Jungfrau, and the Eiger, all of which have earned Switzerland a global reputation as one of the best mountain destinations in the world. In addition to the mountains, Switzerland boasts numerous lakes, the largest of which is Lake Geneva, shared with France. Other significant lakes include Lake Zurich, Lake Lucerne, and Lake Constance, all of which add to the country's charm and make it a popular destination for outdoor activities such as boating, swimming, and hiking along their shores. Switzerland's natural beauty is also seen in its extensive forests, pristine rivers, and numerous national parks. The country's commitment to preserving its natural environment is evident in its environmental policies, with over 40% of Switzerland covered by forests, which are home to a variety of wildlife, including deer, wild boar, ibex, and marmots. The country's emphasis on sustainability and ecological preservation ensures that its natural beauty remains intact for future generations. Political structure and neutrality. Switzerland's political system is one of the most unique in the world. It is a federal republic composed of 26 cantons, each with its own constitution, government, and parliament. The Swiss political system is built on the principles of direct democracy, which allows citizens to vote on issues directly, rather than relying solely on elected representatives. This gives the people a significant role in shaping the country's laws and policies. One of the defining features of Switzerland's political identity is its neutrality. Switzerland has a long-standing tradition of remaining neutral in international conflicts, a policy that dates back to the early 19th century. This neutrality is not just a matter of political stance but is also enshrined in the country's foreign policy and constitution. Switzerland has not been involved in any military conflict since 1815 and has played a vital role in diplomacy, hosting international organizations such as the United Nations Office at Geneva, the International Red Cross, and the World Health Organization. Switzerland's neutrality has allowed it to become a hub for international diplomacy and negotiations, and it continues to be a mediator in various global conflicts. Despite not being a member of the European Union, Switzerland maintains close relations with the EU through bilateral agreements, ensuring its economic and political stability. History of Switzerland. Switzerland's history is deeply rooted in its distinct linguistic and cultural regions. The country's formation as a unified state began in the late Middle Ages when a series of alliances were forged between various rural communities, known as the Swiss Confederation. These communities sought to maintain their autonomy and protect themselves from external threats, such as the encroachment of larger neighboring states like the Habsburgs. One of the most significant events in Swiss history was the Battle of Morgarten in 1315, where the Swiss defeated the Austrian forces, asserting their independence and laying the foundation for the country's future. Over the next few centuries, the Swiss Confederation expanded through a series of military victories and strategic alliances, culminating in the formation of the modern Swiss state in 1848. During the 19th century, Switzerland experienced significant political and social change. The Swiss Constitution of 1848 established the country as a federal republic, with a central government and a system of direct democracy. This constitution laid the groundwork for the Switzerland we know today, where the power is shared between the federal government and the cantons. Switzerland's commitment to neutrality was solidified during the two world wars. While much of Europe was embroiled in conflict, Switzerland managed to maintain its neutrality and avoided direct involvement in the fighting. However, the country was still affected by the wars, with economic challenges and the displacement of refugees. After World War II, Switzerland's role in international diplomacy and humanitarian aid became more prominent, and the country played a key role in post-war reconstruction and peace-building efforts. Swiss culture and languages. Switzerland's cultural identity is as diverse as its geography. The country is home to 4 official languages: German, French, Italian, and Romansh. This multilingualism reflects Switzerland's diverse cultural heritage, with different regions of the country influenced by neighboring countries. The majority of Swiss people speak German, particularly in the central and eastern parts of the country, while French is spoken in the western region, Italian in the south, and Romansh in some areas of the canton of Graubünden. This linguistic diversity is mirrored in Switzerland's culinary traditions, which also vary from region to region. Swiss cuisine is known for its hearty, flavorful dishes, such as fondue, raclette, and rosti. Fondue, a dish made of melted cheese served with bread cubes, is perhaps the most famous Swiss dish, and it has become synonymous with Swiss culture. Raclette, another popular cheese dish, is enjoyed with boiled potatoes, pickles, and onions. Rosti, a type of potato pancake, is a Swiss classic, often served as a side dish for breakfast or dinner. Switzerland is also known for its rich tradition of craftsmanship, particularly in watchmaking. Swiss watches are considered some of the finest in the world, with brands like Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Omega representing the pinnacle of precision and luxury. Swiss artisans have been making watches for centuries, and the country's commitment to quality and innovation has earned it a reputation as the global leader in the watch industry. In terms of arts and literature, Switzerland has produced numerous famous figures, including the writer Hermann Hesse, the philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and the painter Paul Klee. Swiss literature is marked by a focus on individualism, nature, and the human experience, with many works exploring the country's rural landscapes and complex cultural identity. Economy and finance. Switzerland's economy is one of the most prosperous and stable in the world. It is characterized by a highly developed service sector, particularly in banking, finance, and insurance. Swiss banks are renowned for their stability and discretion, and the country is home to some of the world's largest financial institutions, such as UBS and Credit Suisse. Switzerland's banking secrecy laws have long made it a popular destination for international investors, although recent international pressure has led to some reforms in this area. In addition to banking, Switzerland is known for its pharmaceutical and biotechnology industries. Major global companies such as Novartis and Roche are headquartered in Switzerland, and the country is at the forefront of medical research and innovation. The Swiss economy also benefits from a strong manufacturing sector, with companies producing high-quality goods such as precision instruments, machinery, and chemicals. Switzerland's high standard of living, low unemployment rate, and strong currency make it an attractive place to live and work. The Swiss franc (CHF) is one of the world's most stable currencies, and Switzerland consistently ranks high in global competitiveness and quality of life indices. Switzerland's role in the world. Switzerland may be small, but its influence on the global stage is disproportionately large. The country is a member of numerous international organizations, including the World Trade Organization, WTO, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. It also hosts many UN agencies, and its neutral stance allows it to serve as a diplomatic bridge between countries with differing interests. Switzerland is also a leader in humanitarian efforts, with organizations like the International Red Cross headquartered in Geneva. The country has a long tradition of providing humanitarian aid, and its neutral position allows it to act as a mediator in conflicts and a safe haven for refugees. The Swiss commitment to global cooperation is evident in its extensive network of bilateral agreements with countries around the world. Switzerland is not a member of the European Union, but it has close ties with the EU through a series of agreements that allow it to participate in the European single market without full membership. Switzerland also plays an active role in environmental sustainability, advocating for global efforts to combat climate change and promote sustainable development. Conclusion: Switzerland may be a small country geographically, but its influence on the global stage far exceeds its size. From its stunning landscapes and rich history to its commitment to neutrality and diplomacy, Switzerland is a country that offers much more than meets the eye. Its political structure, commitment to direct democracy, and unique cultural diversity make it a fascinating place to explore and study. Whether you are visiting for the natural beauty, the quality of life, or the global significance, Switzerland remains a beacon of peace, prosperity, and innovation in the heart of Europe.